Hey there, cybersecurity enthusiasts, and welcome to HackerShield, the channel dedicated to fortifying your digital defenses. Today, we're diving deep into a world that's both fascinating and concerning, the world of ATM hacking. It's a high-stakes game where criminals exploit vulnerabilities to drain your hard-earned money. By understanding the tactics employed by these cybercriminals, we can build robust defenses to protect ourselves and our financial institutions. Over the next few videos, we'll be unveiling the top 10 ATM hacking techniques, dissecting their inner workings, and most importantly, equipping you with the knowledge to stay one step ahead. Let's start with a classic card skimming. Imagine strolling up to an ATM completely unaware that a malicious device is secretly copying your card information. Criminals often tamper with ATM card readers, installing hidden devices that capture your card data. They might use a small, hidden camera to record you entering your PIN or a fake keypad placed over the real one to log your keystrokes. Once they have your card details and PIN, they can create a cloned card and drain your account. So how do you protect yourself from this silent threat? First and foremost, be vigilant. Before you insert your card, take a close look at the ATM. Does anything look out of place, loose, or different from the last time you used it? Another crucial tip: shield your PIN entry. Use your hand or body to block the keypad from any prying eyes or hidden cameras. Remember, a little awareness can go a long way in preventing this type of fraud. Consider using a contactless card protector or sleeve, which can block unauthorized RFID transmissions. Let's move from the physical world to the digital realm. Malware and ransomware, the notorious Trojan horses of the cyber world, pose a significant threat to ATM security. Criminals can inject malware into an ATM system through various means, such as using compromised USB drives or exploiting vulnerabilities in the ATM's network. Once the malware is in, it can record keystrokes, capture card data, or even give the attacker remote control of the ATM, allowing them to dispense cash at will. Ransomware encrypts the ATM's data, holding it hostage until a ransom is paid. Financial institutions need to ensure their ATM software is up to date with the latest security patches. Multi-factor authentication can also add an extra layer of security, making it much harder for unauthorized individuals to access the ATM system. ATMs are rarely isolated entities. They're usually connected to a network, which allows them to communicate with the bank's systems and process transactions. However, this network connectivity also introduces vulnerabilities. Cyber criminals can exploit weaknesses in the network infrastructure to gain unauthorized access to the ATM system. One common network exploitation technique is called sniffing, where attackers intercept data packets traveling across the network. Another method is through man-in-the-middle attacks, where the attacker intercepts and alters communications between the ATM and the bank's network. To counter these network-based threats, financial institutions need to prioritize robust network security. Firewalls act as the first line of defense, filtering out malicious traffic and preventing unauthorized access. Encryption ensures that even if intercepted, the data remains unintelligible to unauthorized individuals. While digital attacks are becoming increasingly sophisticated, we can't overlook the importance of physical security when it comes to ATMs. Criminals might try to breach this fortress through brute force, using crowbars, sledgehammers, or even explosives to physically break into the machine and steal the cash. But physical attacks aren't limited to brute force. Criminals can employ more subtle methods, such as ATM skimming, where they tamper with the card reader or keypad to steal your card information. ATMs should be placed in well-lit, high-traffic areas with clear lines of sight. Surveillance cameras can act as a deterrent and provide valuable evidence in case an attack does occur. ATM manufacturers are also incorporating stronger physical security measures, such as reinforced chassis, tamper-proof seals, and anti-skimming technologies. Regular maintenance checks, including inspections for any signs of tampering, should also be part of the security protocol. Sometimes, the most significant threat to ATM security comes from within, the insider threat. This could involve a disgruntled employee, a contractor with malicious intent, or even a security guard who's been compromised. Insiders often have privileged access to ATM systems, sensitive information, and even physical keys, making them particularly dangerous. Mitigating insider threats requires a multifaceted approach. Background checks are crucial for anyone with access to ATM systems or sensitive information. Regular security awareness training can help employees recognize and report suspicious activity. Implementing the principle of least privilege, where employees are granted only the access they need to perform their job duties, can help limit the potential damage an insider can inflict. Monitoring employee activity, particularly those with elevated privileges, can help detect unusual behavior patterns that might indicate malicious intent. Imagine going to an ATM withdrawing money, but the cash dispenser seems to be jammed. Little do you know, a criminal has rigged the machine with a cash trapping device. This insidious technique involves physically obstructing the cash dispenser, preventing the dispensed bills from being ejected. Once you leave, the criminal returns, removes the device along with your trapped cash, leaving you none the wiser. If the cash dispenser appears to be tampered with, or if the cash doesn't dispense properly, don't just walk away. Report the issue to the bank or ATM operator immediately. Consider using ATMs located inside banks or well-lit high-traffic areas, as these are less likely to be targeted by criminals. And as always, be aware of your surroundings. If you notice anyone suspicious loitering around an ATM, trust your instincts and choose another machine. Now let's delve into a more sophisticated attack vector, the black box attack. In this scenario, criminals connect a device, often referred to as a black box, to the ATM's internal system. This device allows them to bypass security measures, manipulate the software, and ultimately command the ATM to dispense cash on demand. Black box attacks require a high level of technical expertise. ATM manufacturers need to prioritize secure coding practices, regularly update firmware to patch vulnerabilities, and implement tamper-resistant mechanisms to deter physical intrusion. Financial institutions play a crucial role in monitoring ATM activity for any signs of suspicious transactions or unusual behavior patterns that might indicate a compromise. Intrusion detection systems and security cameras can also help detect and deter these sophisticated attacks. Let's journey deeper into the world of telecommunications and explore a vulnerability that's often invisible to the naked eye: SS7 attacks. SS7, or Signaling System Num7, is a global network that connects mobile phone carriers and facilitates services like SMS, call forwarding, and location tracking. However, vulnerabilities in the SS7 protocol can be exploited by attackers to intercept text messages, eavesdrop on phone calls, and even bypass two-factor authentication. Imagine receiving a text message that appears to be from your bank, asking you to confirm a transaction. You dutifully reply with the confirmation code, only to realize later that you've just authorized a fraudulent transfer. Protecting yourself from SS7 attacks requires a combination of awareness and proactive measures. Be wary of unsolicited text messages, especially those requesting sensitive information or confirmation codes. Consider using alternative two-factor authentication methods that don't rely solely on SMS, such as app-based authenticators or hardware tokens. Addressing SS7 vulnerabilities requires a concerted effort from mobile network operators to implement robust security measures and patch vulnerabilities in the SS7 protocol itself. Imagine an ATM suddenly spewing out cash as if it's hit the jackpot. That's the reality of ATM jackpotting, a highly coordinated attack that targets the software vulnerabilities of ATMs. In a jackpotting attack, criminals gain access to the ATM's internal computer system, either physically or remotely. They then install malicious software that overrides the machine's cash dispensing controls, allowing them to trigger cash withdrawals on demand. ATM manufacturers play a crucial role in developing secure software, implementing robust authentication mechanisms, and incorporating tamper-resistant hardware. Financial institutions need to implement stringent security protocols, including intrusion detection systems, real-time transaction monitoring, and physical security measures to deter unauthorized access. Collaboration between ATM manufacturers, financial institutions, and law enforcement agencies is essential to share threat intelligence, develop effective countermeasures, and bring perpetrators to justice. While we've explored various technical attacks, let's not forget the human element, the oldest trick in the book: social engineering. In the context of ATM security, Social engineering preys on human vulnerabilities, using manipulation, deception, and trickery to gain access to sensitive information or persuade individuals to take actions that compromise their security. Imagine receiving a phone call from someone claiming to be from your bank's technical support team. They sound convincing, using technical jargon and referencing recent transactions. Falling victim to such scams could give criminals access to your account and funds. Social engineering attacks can take various forms, including phishing emails that mimic legitimate bank communications. Protecting yourself from social engineering requires a healthy dose of skepticism and awareness. Remember, legitimate banks will never ask for your PIN or full account details over the phone, email, or text message. Be cautious about clicking on links in unsolicited emails or text messages. As we conclude our exploration of ATM hacking techniques, remember that knowledge is your most potent weapon. By understanding the tactics employed by cybercriminals, we can make informed decisions to protect ourselves and our finances. Ethical hacking serves as a vital tool in this ongoing battle, exposing vulnerabilities so that we can fortify our defenses. But let me be crystal clear, unauthorized ATM hacking is illegal and carries severe legal consequences. Stay safe, stay informed, and we'll see you in our next video where we'll delve deeper into the ever-evolving world of cybersecurity.